Attention passionate Cleveland, BROWNS FANS. Latest news, something big is happening in the AFC North and it could change the game. We're talking about a direct impact on Cleveland Browns' path to another Super Bowl run, a power shift that could leave a division rival stumbling for years. We're bringing this to you firsthand. But before that, if you're a true Cleveland Browns fan, subscribe to the channel to strengthen this passion even more. Show that you're also part of this family. Let's help each other reach 1,000 subscribers. Share with your FRINDS and Cleveland, BROWNS FANS. Let's get to the news now, folks. I want you to imagine the scene. The Browns are in the thick of an NFL season that's been anything but smooth sailing so far. It's early October, and the team, which usually prides itself on a solid defense and promising offensive weapons, is facing some real challenges. And let's be honest, things haven't been going as hoped. The Browns, after 5 weeks, are sitting at a middling record, and there's a lot of room for improvement. But what's really grabbing headlines now isn't just about wins and losses. No, it's about the whispers, the debates, and the big questions, especially when it comes to the quarterback position. Right now, the Browns have Dillon Gabriel leading the charge under center, and he's done a decent job so far, throwing for 190 yards and 2 touchdowns in their recent game against the Vikings in London. It was a respectable performance, especially considering the international stage, but the pressure is mounting. Many fans are wondering, can Gabriel keep this up, or will the team have to consider a different direction? Because, let's face it, the NFL is a league that demands excellence, and the quarterback position is often the deciding factor between a playoff run and a rebuild. But here's where it gets really interesting. Shedeur Sanders, the young quarterback currently on the Browns roster, has been patiently waiting for his shot. As of now, Sanders is essentially the emergency quarterback. He's been on the sidelines for the first 5 weeks, ready to step in if both Flacco and Gabriel are sidelined. And folks, this isn't just a small role for Sanders. It's a crucial developmental stage, and he's been vocal about his readiness to showcase his talent. Recently, Sanders expressed confidence, saying he believes he can do better than some of the quarterback play he's observed around the league. He's not just talking, he's serious about his potential and his capability to contribute at a higher level. Now, let's back up a bit and take a look at the bigger picture. Shedeur Sanders, son of the legendary Deion Sanders, has been under the spotlight since college, and his transition into the NFL has been a story of patience and perseverance. With the Browns, he's had to accept a backup role, knowing that the team is trying to develop him gradually, which makes sense. He's acknowledged that it's not in God's plan right now for him to be the starter, but he's also clear that he's ready when the opportunity comes. And honestly, that kind of mindset is what NFL teams love: mental toughness, patience, and a relentless drive to improve. Meanwhile, the Browns' coaching staff, led by Kevin Stefanski, has been emphasizing the importance of continued hard work. Stefanski recently highlighted how all players, including Sanders, are putting in the effort, practicing daily, and working on their skills. The coach pointed out that Sanders, along with the younger guys, is actively involved in drills, especially in the red zone and 7-on-7 periods. That's a clear sign that the team recognizes his potential and wants to see him grow. But naturally, the question remains, when will that potential be unleashed in a real game situation? And that's where the division rivalry heats up. The Browns are preparing for a crucial game against the Pittsburgh Steelers this Sunday. It's a divisional matchup, and the stakes are high. Cleveland is currently a 4-5-point underdog, which means the experts see this as a tough challenge. But for Browns fans, it's more than just about the odds. It's about the hope that their team can turn things around, that Gabriel can continue to perform well, and that maybe, just maybe, Sanders will get his shot sooner rather than later. Now, let's talk about the broader context. The AFC North has been a fiercely competitive division for years, with teams fighting tooth and nail for supremacy. The Steelers, Ravens, and Bengals are all known for their tough defenses and disciplined play. The Browns have been trying to carve out their place among them, and every game matters. A big part of that puzzle is the quarterback position. Gabriel has been solid, but he's yet to truly establish himself as the franchise guy. And with Sanders waiting in the wings, the possibility of a future quarterback change is a real conversation among fans and analysts alike. But it's not just about Sanders and Gabriel. It's about the expectations, the ambitions of this franchise. Cleveland has a rich football history, filled with highs and lows, triumphs and setbacks. The city's passionate fan base expects nothing less than a contender, especially with the talent they have on defense and the young weapons on offense. The Browns have invested heavily in their roster and coaching staff, aiming for a Super Bowl appearance, and every decision, every game, gets scrutinized through that lens. Speaking of the roster, it's worth mentioning that the Browns' offensive line has been a point of concern at times, but they've also shown resilience. The running game, led by Nick Chubb's absence due to injury, has had to adapt, putting more pressure on the passing game. That's why the quarterback situation is so critical right now. If Gabriel can elevate his play, if he can lead the team to consistent victories, then the Browns can build momentum. But if not, the coaching staff might have to seriously consider giving Sanders some reps in a real game, something that could shake up the division and make the NFL landscape even more unpredictable. And let's not forget the NFL landscape beyond Cleveland. The league is full of stories of young quarterbacks waiting for their chance, veterans trying to hold on to their starting roles, and teams constantly seeking that perfect balance between veteran experience and youthful upside. Sanders fits into this picture perfectly, a young, talented quarterback with a chip on his shoulder and a desire to prove himself. His comments about being capable of better than what he's seen around the league show he's got the confidence and the mindset to succeed. Whether that success comes this season or next, it's clear that the Browns see him as a player worth developing. Now, circling back to the AFC North, the division is known for its physicality and toughness. The Steelers, with their strong defense, are always a threat, and the Ravens, with Lamar Jackson, are unpredictable and explosive. The Bengals, led by Joe Burrow, are trying to reclaim their top spot after a rough start. In this environment, the Browns need consistency, leadership, and perhaps a spark on offense. That's why the spotlight on Sanders is so intense. If he can step up when given the chance, it could change the trajectory of the Browns' season and even the division itself. But let's also be realistic. Gabriel has shown flashes of promise, and the coaching staff is giving him chances to grow. They believe in his talent and are focused on building a cohesive team around him. The team's defense remains one of the best in the league, with playmakers who can turn the tide of any game. The offensive line, despite some struggles, has the talent to protect the quarterback and create running lanes. So, while the quarterback position is a hot topic, it's part of a bigger picture, one of patience, strategic development, and the hope that the team can come together in the crucial weeks ahead. And now, Cleveland Browns fans, I want to hear from you. What's your take on this situation? Do you believe Gabriel can keep this up and lead the team to the playoffs? Or are you already dreaming of seeing Sanders get some meaningful reps and possibly taking the reins? The fact is, the team's future could hinge on this debate, and your voice matters. Drop your thoughts in the comments below. Whether you're all in on Gabriel or you're already rallying behind Sanders, your opinions are what make this community so special. And don't forget, I'll be back soon with more updates, analysis, and breaking news about your Cleveland Browns. Stay tuned, stay passionate, and let's keep the faith that brighter days are ahead for this team. And now, Cleveland Browns fans, I want to hear from you. What's your take on this? Drop your thoughts in the comments below. Your opinion matters so much to us and to the Cleveland Browns. And don't forget, I'll be back soon with more updates, so stay tuned for the latest Cleveland Browns news.